Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this happy hour session. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Yes. I hope you guys are doing well. It is so good to see you. It is so good to be here. Whoa. It is so good to be here with you all. So this is just going to be a general live session, yeah? So we are here. If you're watching, if you've caught this after the live stream, then you're most likely here for the collective readings, the collective messages that we're going to do throughout the session. Don't worry, there will be timestamps, or at this point, if you're watching after the live stream, there already are timestamps. Hi, Beth. Welcome. It's so good to see you. So check the timestamps in the description box, also the pinned comment below. Hi, Deep Soul. Hi, Angelica. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Happy Hour. Ooh. Sounds like the voltage just dropped. I do have a fan on because it's pretty warm, but also like I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm in total comfort mode today. I've been in comfort chill mode all day long. So yeah, it's a little toasty right now, but I'm digging wearing this hoodie, so I have the fan on. And it sounds like it just, like the voltage just dropped, like it got slower. Anyway, doesn't matter, it's still running. Hi guys! How are you all feeling? I hope you guys are doing well. It's so good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna give this a few minutes, let people get in on the session before we actually get started with any of the collective messages. But I definitely feel like I want to pull more than one. I already know that I want to talk about the balance energy that is really coming through strong for the collective, of which I spoke on. Hey, intuitive soul. Hi, Mama Piplup and Angelica, a little sleepy today. Yeah, see, and that's so crazy. Okay, so yeah, definitely a little sleepy. I've been sleepy for the last few days. The last 2 days, really. So I'm doing my best to rest as much as I can. But if you haven't gotten a chance to watch the video, the channeled collective, the channeled message for the collective that I put out this morning, check it out. If you're watching after the live stream, the box can be found, or a link can be found up in the top right of your screen, and then also in the description box and the pinned comment below. It was all about needing balance. This is something that I've been seeing a lot, and I forgot to mention it while I was recording that message this morning. Right as I was about to say this specific thing, the sun was blinding me, and so I had to move. And by the time I got to the next spot, I completely forgot what I wanted to say. But there's a need for balance in the collective right now, and it's not like we're doing anything wrong. It's not like we're really imbalanced. It's just that for me in my life, how the situation has been resonating. I've been seeing 222 a lot. And it happened so much that it actually caught my attention enough to get me to say, wait, okay, what does this really mean? Now, I've noticed number synchronicities all the time. It happens all the time for me. And for those of you that are really passionate about this path and that are really doing this thing called ascension, like hardcore, you're most likely seeing it all the time too. And it doesn't matter which synchronicity, number synchronicity, it's going to change at any given moment, depending on the message that needs to come through for you from your higher self, from your guides and all that, from the universe even. But for me, lately, the big number sequence I've been seeing has been 222. I did get 1111 a few times, Angelica. A few times on my actual, and 444. 444, 1111, and 222 over the last 2 days have been popping up. And actually 1111 popped up in a very interesting place twice on 2 of my videos. I was just checking my analytics, and you know, just checking the engagement and replying to comments and everything, and I saw 11:11. First time I saw it, it was on the one of the videos that I had. It was morning coffee from last Friday. There were 1,111 views. And then today, 444 is your repeat offender. I love that, Fuzzy Kiwi. And then today, I was checking the analytics again, and on today's collective channeled message, the average watch time was 11 minutes and 11 seconds. So that was really cool. That's a huge synchronicity that's happening for me. 444 has been happening over the last few days also, but a very strong one has been 222. And to start our session here, oh God, sorry guys. To start our session, I want to talk about that. So I want to pull a little a card reading for the collective in terms of this 222 energy, or for this need for rest or need for balance. Hi, Andrea. The need for balance, and what Spirit is saying so far is, and this is how it's been reflecting or transpiring in my life, the need for balance between work and play. We need to really keep in mind that we have to continue to find the harmonizing, the balance between work and play, what it is we're working on accomplishing, and just allowing ourselves to have fun. So that's like the message that came through with the honeybee this morning. It was like it was an acknowledgement, okay, on how like on Spirit's behalf, saying, you know, we know that you've been working very hard, very, very diligently. We see your efforts, but we've been trying to get the message to you that you need to take some time away. You need to allow yourself to enjoy the fruits of life. You need to allow yourself to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Hey, Zephyr. And take some time to appreciate nature. Take some time to appreciate yourself. Revel in your own sauce, like I said in the message this morning. Take the time to stop and cultivate the awareness of what it is you've achieved in terms of where you're working on going at this point. I mean, yes, we understand, Eric, Spirit is saying this. Yes, we understand. They're saying it to me, not just to me though, they're saying it to you guys also. We understand that you still have a ways to go, okay? That's not, it has escaped us, but it was never, and yes, the energies lately have been very much about getting whipped into shape and, you know, getting in alignment with what it is we truly are, what it is we really want, who it is we truly are, and how it is we've changed at this point in our journey, and what needs to change to reflect our personal change, right? Like, we get that you're in that energy and you're working hard and you're being diligent, but this doesn't mean that you have to do this at all times. At some point, you're going to have to take a moment to stop and just stop and smell the roses. Stop and enjoy the beautiful day, enjoy your space, enjoy the cats, enjoy your pets, enjoy your kids, enjoy your friends, you know. And I've been in a pretty strong hermit mode lately, where I've just been cooped up here up the mountain in my apartment with the cats working, and it's been great. I'm not complaining about that at all. I've gotten a lot accomplished. There's a lot of steady progress that I'm noticing at this point. But what was really needed was a time for me to just rest, because we're at the end. This is the last day of July, right? So, I'm sorry, this is the last day of June. Tomorrow is the first day of July. So for me as a reader, I gotta gear up to start doing monthly readings again, and you know what I mean? So I need to take this time. I need to remember to allow myself to take this time. Hi, Beth. To take this time to rest and heal and recuperate, recharge my batteries, regenerate my reserves, spend some time and focus energy on other things in life that I enjoy doing. Because let me tell you, I love being here, being a reader, being a channel for you guys, but also there are plenty of other things that I like to do, that I love to do. Like, I'm not a one-trick pony. I don't even really think any of us are. I consider myself to be a jack of all trades, really. I like to study a lot of different things and try a lot of different things and be able to do a lot of different things. It doesn't mean I'm a master at all of them, but I can do a lot of things, and there are a lot of things that I enjoy, and I'm sure you guys have that same energy in however that reflects in your life. So And the other thing about it is like, my ego here, anytime this happens, now the last time this happened, I actually ended up taking 2 months away to just, not completely away, but for the most part, it was between April and May, really. Well, no, it was quite a few months, to be honest with you. But but you see, here's the thing about that. I had been hearing a call from my higher self, from my soul, to take some time and rest and recuperate and pull away from the normal grind and the normal process and everything that I had lined up for myself, all the things, all the shit that I thought I had to do. And the reason why I resisted against that, I resisted hard against that. But that's because my ego and my logical mind was coming through saying, Eric, what are you talking about? You can't take this time away. You've got to work. You've got bills to pay. You've got cats to feed. You've got to feed yourself. You've got to pay rent. You've got this, that, and the third. I mean, you can't just take time away like that. 11/11 again. So, but I needed to. And eventually it caught up with me to the point where it actually ended up being a bit longer of a period than it probably would have been had I followed through with it at first. And so when the cycle came about this time, only this time it was much more on a much more minor scale than the last time it happened. But I resisted a little bit, I sat down here for morning coffee, and I was literally working my way to force myself to record morning coffee. And I got this similar feeling in my back, which is a sign from my higher self, spirit, whatnot. It's a literal physical sensation in my back, and it's not a comfortable one. I mean, it's not painful, but it's still like this really irritating feeling in my back when my intuition, or really my higher self, is trying to get my attention and say, or my guides are trying to get my attention and say, whoa, Eric, don't do that. And it's hard to decipher, but I'm getting better at it. So I felt it this morning, and I was like, wait, what's going on? Why shouldn't I do morning coffee right now? And I got the same sensation. It was time to rest. It was time to heal. It was time to recuperate. So I did it. And I feel great. I mean, I literally spent the day doing exactly what I felt like doing, following my heart, following my inner child, and getting down to the basics and just enjoying myself. And it's been a really beautiful day. I've been really glad that I did it. So that's the message right now. In terms of this energy with needing balance, I definitely want to pull some cards for the collective in terms of that. Deep soul, people just be blowing you up during happy hour, huh? That's funny. Anyway, so I want to get into some cards. Definitely want to get into some cards. And so yeah, but thank you all so very much for tuning in. Thank you all so very much for being here. It's so wonderful to see you. Welcome to happy hour. So I am going to be doing various collective readings, pulling collective messages during this session. But if anyone would like a private reading, a single question reading, that is available. Yeah, I mean, this is happy hour, kids, right? So go for it. All the information is in the description box below, right? I did put that there, didn't I? Yes, all the information. Yep, all the information is in the description box below. So we're gonna get into, and then the first thing that I want to look at for the collective right now are just some messages. I'm going to pull some cards in terms of this 222 collective need for rest. Ooh, let me write that down. 222 collective need for rest. Yeah. So that's what the first part of this collective message is going to be. And then I want to pull some more, but I would love to hear what you guys would like to, what you guys would like to, what you would like to talk about. Yeah. So the floor is going to be open for suggestions moving forward in just a moment. Just hold off until then, until we get to that point, but take some time. let's talk about this first, and then we can talk about more. Yeah, and if anyone would like to jump in and get a single question reading at a discounted price, you are more than welcome to do so. Yes? So I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. I am starting with the Energy Oracle cards. I haven't used this deck in a long time. So we're going to look at this. We're going to talk about these energies here. So the title of this first collective message... You can't rest until the end of December, Wolf. Hello, Wolf. It's good to see you. So did you say September or December? September. Okay. Well, but take the time that you can. I mean, obviously, if your schedule or if your life doesn't really afford it, just when you have the moment. Dagger. Okay, I got your question there. All right, cool. So I'll have to remember that. But okay, sure. You are on the list. We can talk about that. Thank you so much for that. Now, but Wolf, take the time whenever you can. If you ever have a moment or a day where you don't really have to do anything, don't force yourself to do it. Or if you come to a point in your day where you've accomplished enough for that day or for that moment, the message here is don't force yourself to continue working when you don't technically have to. Take the time to rest when you have it, when it's possible, or maybe even when necessary. I did just hear that, okay? So I'm going to give this a few more shuffles. We're starting with the Energy Oracle cards. And I want to get some messages for the collective on this 222, this need for balance and need for rest. But the strongest thing that I'm feeling here, guys, is it not necessarily that it's a need for balance because you are wildly imbalanced or you're doing something wrong or anything like that. It's just that we are so focused, okay? We're so focused on moving in our direction, achieving the goals that we've set out for ourselves, that we're losing sight of a healthy balance between work and play. Play is absolutely necessary, guys. I don't care what anybody else has to say about it. Play is just as necessary and just as normal as work. Okay? And if you're lucky enough to be in a position where your work is just like play for you, then golly gee, honey, you got it made. And I congratulate you for that one. For me, this is like play for me. And that's a lot of what I've been thinking about today. Being appreciative of where I am and what I have and the opportunity that I have to be this channeler for the collective here. And yes, it's work in the sense that I have a schedule and I got things that I need to do. Okay. But also it's play because I really enjoy doing this. And that's the other thing. So, many of us get into these positions where we finally find something that can generate a living for us, and we truly enjoy doing it. So it's almost like we're going out to play when we go to work, right? But then we get so caught up. We get so caught up in the grind and the responsibilities and the deadlines and everything that it literally becomes... It's no longer fun. It becomes a job, and just merely a job and not something you really enjoy doing. And that's where this 222 energy, this need for balance, also comes into play, because if you really want to preserve the longevity of your business or whatever it is you're working towards, you have to remember to take your time away from it. And for me specifically, you guys, this has absolutely been a situation where I have forced myself over the last 2 days to disconnect from YouTube and the analytics of my channel and seeing what's working and what's not working and planning the next steps. And I had literally had to take myself away from it and force myself to think about and focus on something else. And it's in those moments, you guys, where you literally force yourself, and I don't mean it in an abusive way, but you literally force yourself to take your mind off the subject and focus on something else entirely. That's when a lot of the resistance is relieved, because you're not constantly checking in on it, You're not constantly trying to figure something out. You're not constantly checking, well, is this working? Is that working? Is this working? Is that? And blah, blah, blah. What do I need to do next? What do I need to fix? And you take some time away from that, okay? Well, Wolf, another thing that I want to say, and this is definitely linked to this 222 energy, 2 minutes, 20 minutes, 22 seconds on the counter. You're never on the wrong path. It's really just about finding your alignment. And what I've been working on has been working on getting into alignment, yes, but working on what is in alignment with my soul. And what does that feel like? So not necessarily manifesting the way I would have 2 years ago in terms of thinking about what it is that I want from basically an ego point of view, maybe even a year ago. Focusing on what I want to manifest from an egoic point of view. Instead, focusing on who I truly am and what truly would be in alignment with me. 222 on the clock. There you go, Wolf. What really is in alignment with me. And when I focus on it that way, you guys, it's really interesting because like I'll start, okay, well I want this and I want that and I want this house and that car and I want this type of yard for the cats and I want this, that, the third and everything. And then I get that feeling in my back and it's like, no, Eric, that's not really it. So I'm like, okay. And I pull back and I start to get into that feeling good place of what's truly in alignment with my soul. And I feel that, I get there, okay, I feel that, that feels great. And then I allow that feeling to provide me with visions or visualizations in terms of what this feeling translates into. And I swear to you guys, whenever I do that, whenever I allow my feeling place to provide the visions instead of conjuring the visions myself, whatever comes forward, another 222, whatever comes forward tends to be way better than my egoic mind could have even begin to have fathomed. Okay, so especially if this part of the situation resonates for you, focus on allowing yourself to feel that natural environment. Don't really allow your ego to do that for you. Allow your higher self, your intuition, your feeling good place. Allow that tuning into the real Queen of Wands energy when it comes to manifestation. Allow that to guide you and see what comes through for you. See what happens. Open yourself up to the possibilities that what is truly in alignment with you, what at the core of your soul, what you really want, open yourself up to the possibility, to the fact even, that could be in even better than what you had dreamed of originally. Okay? Try it and see what happens. And if you're watching after the fact, or if you just want to come back to this reading, if you end up watching this session again later, and you do that exercise, definitely let me know down in the comments what you come up with, or how things change for you, or how your vision changes, how your feelings change, yes? Alrighty, kids. So, enough rambling. Now that I've just rambled for about 20 minutes, let's get into some cards. Let's see what we have for the collective here in terms of this 222 energy. And I love the fact that you guys have been pointing out the 222s that you're seeing all over the place. As we're doing this, we're so in alignment with this energy right now. You guys, this just feels so good. And honestly, it feels like I'm welling up with such bliss right now, because it feels like what it is we are moving towards as a collective is so amazing, is so beautiful, is so powerful. I mean, I'm so excited for us, you guys. I'm so excited for us. All right, I'm going to give this two more shuffles. And let's see what messages we have for the collective in terms of this 222 energy, this collective need for rest. Yeah? And I'm starting with the energy oracle cards. Okay? So let's get into this here. What do we have for the collective? What messages do we have for the collective in terms for this collective need for rest? 222, collective need for rest. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Oh, that's beautiful. So the door to spirit is opening for us. Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we do have hostilities. Now, first and foremost, before I go anywhere else, I want to say that this hostilities energy that is at the bottom of the deck, this feels like what we are rising out of. Okay, what we're working on rising out of. Underneath hostilities, you do have the garden and the gate. Underneath the garden and the gate, you do have the door to personal happiness. And all of this is in alignment with the two cards that have come out so far. All right, so let's talk about this. The first card that we have here is the door to spirit. Now, what I'm feeling for some of you here is that you're going through, many of us actually, to be quite honest, but others of us are going through this on this is like one of your first times this is happening, or maybe not the first time that this is happening for you, but this is one of the major initiations. What I'm picking up on here is that for some of us, there is an initiation happening, okay? And I do kind of feel like this could be for those of you that are fairly new to my channel, because quite frankly, if you have found me, all right, if you've landed on my channel, especially if you have chosen to subscribe, of which, first of all, thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy to be here for you, and I'm so happy you're here with us. But if you have landed on my channel, then you are going through a certain level, a certain process of ascension that not everybody is ready for. Not to toot my own horn or anything, I'm trying to be as diplomatic and humble as possible here, but you know, the people like me and those like Queen Cup and you know, those types of people, we're really working on this process of ascension, and it's not always easy, and we don't always have the messages that, you know, the general public wants to hear. So I say all this to say, if you've landed on my channel, then you're going through a specific level of ascension. And this definitely feels like an initiation. Hi, the Project of Two. But the door to spirit is being opened here. And this is one of the first times, what I'm hearing for some of you is this is one of the first times that the door is being opened in this way, 222 again. And what you're being guided to understand is that a doorway to spirit is being opened to you, and a connection between you and spirit is solidifying here. This is all, it's almost as if this is one of those moments for some of us in the collective where you first start to make conscious contact with spirit. So that being through your intuition, through meditation, your angels, your guides, your ancestors. It feels like this might be one of the very first times that you're actively starting to form this connection with spirit on a conscious level, okay? And so part of what spirit is trying to help you understand with this doorway opening and this need for rest and for balance here, spirit is trying to help you cultivate a caring connection, not only with yourself, but with them as well. And so there's a level of trust that's needing that is being taught or being accepted here for the collective. And it's pulling us away from hostilities, the hostility of the grind, the hostility of the 3D world. Yes, Pat, there are still spots available for personal readings. I haven't even gotten there yet. I have one person on the list. I have lots more available. I'm sorry, but if you're watching after the live stream, floor is officially closed. But anyway, it's pulling us away from this hostility. It's pulling us into a higher vibrational energy, which is helping us to cultivate a much more caring connection between ourselves, within ourselves, for ourselves, but also between us and the universe, okay? It's pulling us away from hostilities. It's allowing us out of the cage. The 5 of Swords is what I see in hostilities. I also see the 8 of Swords in the garden and the gate. And this is that energy with the garden and the gate. This is that energy of being in the grind, okay? Being in the 3-dimensional world, and very much in the devil energies of connected to the grind, connected to the overextension of your energies, being overworked and underpaid, like that whole dynamic. And then standing there and looking out and thinking, wow, it would be so great to be able to be one of those people that could, you know, do what they love for a living, or not have to work 60 hours a week and work, not have to work, live paycheck to paycheck and everything, blah, blah, blah. But spirit is coming through and saying, that's what we're guiding you towards. with this doorway to spirit and this caring connection, this is what we're guiding you towards. And so for some of you, this is breaking you free from that three-dimensional grind and hostilities. It's giving you the chance to open that gate and walk through the door towards personal healing and happiness. But it all comes from first walking through or opening this door to spirit and allowing yourself to cultivate a much more caring connection between yourself, within yourself, and between you and the universe. Okay? This is one of those first steps, you guys. So when you take the time to love yourself unconditionally and say or notice when you're tired, when you're drained, when you just need to stop and take a break for a moment, the more and more that you do that, the more and more you cultivate this connection, the more you cultivate this connection to spirit. And the more trust that you have, and you can continue to move forward here. Okay? In this caring, connected type energy. This is beautiful. I want to get some more. I want to pull one more. Hey, Yanira! I want to pull one more, and then I'm going to clarify a little bit, and then we'll get into some private readings. I'm reading comments. It's tricky waking up, but knowing you've gone the wrong way, and at the same time trying to do one's best with a situation that is out of alignment. I get it. I totally get that, Wolf. But I definitely feel like you're on the wrong path. And I know there have been moments lately where I felt like maybe I'll be candid. I've hit some moments over the last few months where I was really like, was moving to Puerto Rico the best thing for me to do? In the long run, I mean, in hindsight, I see it now. Yeah, it was a great thing, and I'm most likely going to see it later on down the road once the cycle is really complete. But I mean, there is so much. Okay, let's talk about this for a second, Wolf, and for the collective. There's so much that may seem like it's out of alignment for you on the surface. However, at one point in your life, it was in alignment with you, and that's why it has shown up. But I want you to focus not on the fact that now that this is in your life and it's not in alignment, now you're struggling. I want you to focus on the fact that at one point this was in alignment with you, but you've grown to the point where now you get to see how this is not your alignment any longer, or how you don't want this to be your alignment any longer. And so now you're in a position to change that. So for me being here in Puerto Rico has been a beautiful experience, but there has been so much of myself that I have been faced with that I was unable to handle, to see, to deal with when I was still in Brooklyn. So this has provided me with the space and the time and the energetic vibration and the surroundings to work on those things that at one point in my life were in alignment with me, but now I'm realizing moving forward, that can't be my alignment any longer. I mean, sure, I could stay there if I wanted to in that alignment and continue to suffer, or I can work on changing that alignment, changing this vibration in myself and cultivating that vibration so that eventually it's reflected in my external environment, and now I'm in a much better place than I was before. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But that's also part of this caring, connection, and door to spirit type of energy that we're talking about in this 222, this collective need for rest, or this collective need for balance. Yeah? I want to pull one more message from the energy oracle cards in terms of this. So collective messages here in terms of these 222 collective need for rest or collective need for balance. What other messages do you have for the collective, please, Spirit, in terms of these energies? Ooh, take all of that. And this one too. Okay, this is a lot, you guys. But we do have contract at the bottom of the deck. Okay. This is a lot. Okay. So what is this talking about, Spirit? We have all tied up, woman holding a coin, man holding a heart. First and foremost, what this is talking about here, woman holding a coin and man holding a heart, this is the balance, the harmonization, and the union and integration of masculine and feminine energies within you. And I love the way this is being depicted right now, because this is showing the masculine energies holding the compassionate heart energy, and the feminine energies holding the colder, more physical. We've got somebody else on the list here, the more physical aspects of life. And typically, when you think of masculine and feminine energies, it's the opposite, right? The man holds the physical aspects, the masculine energy holds the physical aspects, the feminine energy holds the emotional, spiritual aspects. But here, this is a representation of the integration and the balance that is either strong within you or that has come online for you, okay? Or is coming online here for you. And that is effectively what's helping you break out of this all tied up energy. I see the all tied up card as mainly the strongest depiction of the Eight of Swords, because that means she's literally all tied up, right? But then the energies of that other card, which was the Garden and the Gate, in which it's kind of like the grass is greener on the other side, that's a little bit more of an Eight of Swords energy too. But this definitely also represents the Eight of Swords. But this energy here, this balance and harmony and integration and the union between the masculine and the feminine is exactly what is breaking you out of this all tied up energy, of this Eight of Swords energy. And cultivating this balance, you guys, is not easy. It's energetically taxing. Why? Because there's so much that we need to pay attention to focus on, to heal, to work on integrating with this, that takes energetic time. It's energetically taxing, all right? So understand that you're breaking yourself free. And you're doing that by integrating and healing, your masculine and feminine side, but also by integrating this energy. And that takes time, that takes energy, and that takes a lot of effort, okay? Next part of the message here, you do have deceit and indecision, but then you have victory. And actually, I want to get into the tarot for this. I definitely want to get into the tarot to clarify this for the collective here. But I see victory for you, okay? We could see this as the Six of Wands energy. The Six of Wands is coming in terms of your indecision, any sort of indecision that you've dealt with in your life recently, and deceit. Now, this could be both. You know, you could have found yourself in a Two of Swords, indecisive energy because of the Seven of Swords energy, things being deceitful. And for some of you, I am feeling specifically that in certain environments that you find yourself in, the deceit here was thinking that you were in alignment. Well, you were in alignment with it, but thinking that that's all you were worthy of, thinking that's what you were. This is what you get. This was what was right for you. This, that, and the third. There have been people around you deceiving you, or there have been energies around you deceiving you, thinking that that's all you could get or that's all you could have, but that's not the case. I see victory coming through for you here in terms of that. Obviously, we have the victory card here, and that's beautiful. But I really want to get some clarity on this, okay? So we're going to clarify deceit and indecision individually, okay? So let's get into this, guys. Yeah? I'm going to give this 3 shuffles. So let's talk about this indecision and deceit. Last shuffle here. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. All right. So let's talk about deceit first. Yeah? What's going on for the collective with this deceitful energy? Oh, the deck is reversed. Okay, that's fine. Okay. All right. Excellent. Now, I want to remind you guys that the whole deck was reversed. I had the deck reversed in my hand when I was pulling this message. And what Spirit is saying with these cards here that have come out to clarify deceit, deceit actually is directly connected to the indecision that you've been experiencing in your life. And this is another reason why we're needing to take the time to rest when necessary, because allowing ourselves to rest when we need it gives us that moment to clear our mind of all the things, the clouding that could be everything, all of the thoughts, all of the feelings, all the emotions, whatnot, whatever that could be clouding our judgment. And I do feel specifically that there are some people around you or around us that may have been really putting it in, really putting the hard sell, or really trying to keep us in a deceitful energy, or maybe even trying to keep us asleep because they don't want to see us move on. They don't want to see us go without them. They're codependent on our energy. They're energy vampires, that kind of situation, right? So, okay, this deceit is directly connected to the indecision. And I say that because as I was pulling these cards, remember that the deck was reversed in my hand when I was pulling the cards, but it needed to be that way. It was necessary. It makes perfect sense. And a bunch of cards came out to clarify deceit. But one card came out and it fell upright while everything else was falling reverse. It's the Eight of Wands, and that came out on indecision. See, now both of these cards are eights here, which is a beautiful thing, which is really cool. But what the Eight of Wands falling on indecision upright is saying for the collective right now is that by working through this deceit here, getting yourself out of this deceitful energy, you effectively open the floodgates and you give yourself the opportunity to not only move forward because the path is clear in front of you, but you give yourself the opportunity to see in front of you, to be able to hit your target. Okay? That's where this indecision has been coming from, because you haven't been able to see your target. And because of the deceitful energies. Now, we're not getting into anything here about, specific people and what they were doing, because quite frankly, you guys, that is not relevant. Okay? You can't control anybody else. The only thing you can control is yourself. And that's where we have the King of Cups in reverse, with the Hermit in reverse, with the Page of Wands in reverse, and finally, Temperance in reverse. This is where this need for balance is coming into play, because Temperance is officially that card of balance, right? So this is where the message comes from. Hey, Imani, where the message comes from, where the warning comes from. Warning, warning, we need balance here. Something's not right. There has been a lack of inner awareness in some cases. The Hermit in reverse, which has led to, or maybe was a byproduct of, or was working in tandem with, an element of not emotionally manipulative expression, but being, I don't know why, this King of Cups energy is in reverse is feeling like you were in an emotional state that allowed you to be manipulated in a way by certain people around you or by your circumstances. Now that kind of makes sense. Normally you get manipulation, emotional manipulation, or lack of boundaries that allows you to have emotional manipulation from the Queen of Cups. However, this is the King of Cups, and what I'm feeling like for the collective right now is that it's not that you didn't have the emotional boundaries. You did. What it feels like here is you didn't have the emotional stability, because remember, the King of Cups, when he's upright, is the type of energy that is so emotionally solid that no matter what is going on around this person, emotionally speaking, they're good. They're solid. They're stable. They're grounded. Something was unstable here. And again, I just keep getting this feeling of allowing other people to manipulate, to call the shots for you, to tell you where you should be or what you should do or how you should feel. A lack of sense of identity is what I feel like has caused this deceitful energy to take hold in your space, in your life, in your existence, in your reality, in your experience, and cause a sense of indecision. That's where this flashing 222, we need balance, we need rest, we need harmony, we need integration, we need balance, we need rest. That's where this message is coming from. Because that has put you in an unstable state. And at the bottom of the deck here, you do have justice in reverse. That is what's been causing a sense of injustice for yourself. And that's where this door to spirit and caring connections message that we originally started with, that's where this is coming through. I don't want you guys to look at this energy, if you're resonating with this, I don't want you to look at this as a punishment. This is not a punishment. This is the physical experience that you needed to put into perspective how important the need for balance is in our lives. Okay? Because when you get in this imbalanced state, you leave yourself vulnerable by losing the truth of who you really are, or what it is you really resonate with, or what it is you really want. You leave that truth behind, and you come to a place where, yeah, sure, you may have emotional boundaries, but what's the good of having emotional boundaries if you don't know who you are at your core? That's where this ability for your energy to be manipulated comes from. Again, yes, you may have emotional boundaries, but what are you putting boundaries up against? What are you defending? And so that allows people to come in and start telling you this and telling you that and pushing you in this way and pushing you in that way. And before you know it, you're someone that's completely other than who it is you truly are. And thus Spirit comes through and says, we need balance. We need rest. Again, this is not to punish you. This is to help teach you how to care for yourself. How to put yourself first so that you can be there for others. How to cultivate not only this caring connection with yourself, by yourself, for yourself, between the parts of yourselves, but also between you and Spirit, God Source Creator. Okay? Yeah. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Okay. So there's your collective message. Thank you guys for tuning in terms of the 222 energy. Yes? So, and don't worry if you came in at the end of the session or you missed like half of the message. Check back a couple of hours after happy hour ends tonight. And it's going to be reposted. It's not going to be immediately available after the live session. It's going to be reposted a few hours after because I need to give YouTube some time to process the video so that I can put in the timestamps and the cards and all of that stuff. Yes? So there you go. You are so very welcome. So there you have it. There's your message there. Yeah. Wow, so accurate. Let fear and what others thought I should do influence my decisions. Then it switched. Lost control of everything, so I became the worst version of myself. Resonates so much. I am so glad, Wolf. So glad. And I'm so happy that I see that I'm catching you here in this live stream, Wolf. I mean, I know we wanted to have a little bit of a chat. That didn't happen. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for tuning in. You just had the most awful emotional day. Well, your guidance is needed. Well, guidance is here for you. And I'm so sorry that my nose is acting up. But guidance is here. All right, we're going to get into these collective readings, or not these collective, these personal readings now. I believe I have 2 people. Hold on. I know I have my super chat here from Dagger. And then we have someone who made a payment through PayPal, although did we do 2? Do we have 2 here? No, just 1. Okay. Okay. If you would like to get a reading and super chat is the easiest way for you to do it, that's okay. I am open to it. If PayPal doesn't work out for you, yeah? How was your doctor's appointment, Charlotte? It's so good to see you. Yes, so Pat, I've got you, and then Dag, you are first. Unless Dagger's not here yet, or has checked out. Hi, Pisces F. I'm well. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Yes, Pisces. So my recommendation is that you use PayPal, paypal.me/divine conversations. All the information to get yourself a single question reading during the session is in the link in the description box below. Okay, Wolf, I have you. I've got Dagger, I've got Pat, and then I have Wolf. But the other thing, guys, is if you can do PayPal, that would be better because that's gonna help me keep it's gonna help me keep things in order. Because going back and forth is going to be a little bit confusing, but I can do it. So, Wolf, I have your question. Dagger is first, but Pam... Ah, there's Dag. Okay, so... So, Dag, your question, the potential of your friendship relationship with your person, what kind of situation are you... No, I have it, but what are you... tell me a little bit more about this. What do you really want to... What do you want to know? What are we looking at? The potential towards it becoming more of a romantic situation, or what? I need you to clarify, define a little bit more for me. Oh my god, you guys, it's like my nose hairs start growing when I start channeling, and they I want to like rip them all out. Sorry. I need to buy a new electric razor again. The one that Robert sent me died on me, and their antenna, yeah, they're totally antenna, Imani. And then I can't find the charger for my old one, and I needed a new one anyway, but it's just so inconvenient. Okay, so Dagger, just give me a little bit more information on that. I used to have okay, so let's look at that. I'm going to give this 5 shuffles deck, and we're going to see what the potential for the best possible outcome is between the two of you. And hi, Naturally Miracle. Yes, 725, hello. We're going to see what the best possible outcome is for this relationship between the two of you, and then also what messages you need, yeah? So 1, 2, oh, thank you so much, Michelle, for that super chat. Today's been a weird day, but it has gotten better. Yes, the universe seems to keep sending angels. Excellent. I love that for you, Michelle. This is 3 for you, Dagger. So, best possible outcome and any messages you may need to hear at this time. 4 and 5. All right, guys. Or Dag. Not guys. This is just for you, Dag. Okay. Let's cut the deck. Boop. All right. Overall energy. We do have the Hierophant. So, structure is involved. I understand that you feel this energy. I definitely get that. But also, some sort of business or societal structure is involved here, and that's standing in the way big time. All right? But you do have the sun underneath that. And to me, this is feeling like, aside from the intense energies that you're feeling, I feel like you guys actually could work really well together. You could come, with the both of you being artists, if you were to combine your talents, I feel like something really great, really excellent could come from this work between the two of you, the sun, and then also this structure that is in between you that seems to be a blockage right now, but it doesn't have to always be. I feel like you should focus on the opportunity that you have in front of you, what guidance you're getting from your soul in terms of working together and seeing where this goes. I'm hearing fleshing it out. Okay, that's cool. Let's see what else we have here for you. Beautiful. Okay, so what the cards are saying here, Dagger, gosh, my nose, this is insane. Okay, sorry. The message here for you is that teamwork is definitely a good thing for the two of you, okay? At the root of the situation, you do have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like, especially with the rest of the cards that have come out here, of which we'll get into in a second, I feel like there's a great possibility for you guys to work really well together and to get some awesome things done. Okay, so what? But see, all right, so then that's what the Hierophant is representing here. The complicated aspect of this situation for you. But don't let that bother you, okay? Oh no, Wolf! Okay, Wolf, if you don't mind, I'll still do the reading for you, but what I'm gonna do is I will either leave a timestamp down in the comment section for you, so that you can get to your reading, or if you want to email me, my divineconversations2711@gmail.com, that should be in the description. It's not. divineconversations2711.com. Email me, and I will send you the time link for your personal reading if you like. Or I can just do it for you another time. You just let me know what works best for you. But Dagger, back to you. Don't let that complicated aspect get in the way, because there's still a bunch of potential. And okay, so you kissed, like, big deal. You know, if you guys want to work together, I feel like it would be a really good thing. You don't have to let that complicate things, okay? I feel like what the Hierophant is saying here is that you might be, in your mind, you might be complicating it a little bit more than what's necessary or what's real, because you do have this ability to work together coming through very strongly for you. Coupled with, in your storyline, you have the Knight of Wands, Temperance, and the Eight... oh my god, excuse me. And the Ace of Swords, okay? The Ace of Swords is representing victory, but it's also representing victory on a cognitive level for you guys. And I just feel like in the forefront of your mind, you know how successful you guys could be. Now, I'm not necessarily talking big time fame or anything like that, but just success in the form of, you know, you have the ability to produce some really great work together. So in terms of what it is you need to know, I feel like you might be complicating things a little bit more than are necessary. But then also, in terms of the best possible outcome for you guys, you have a lot of great potential between the two of you, and I feel like something really beautiful can come from this partnership, this work relationship, even if you want to call it that. Allow the work relationship or this partnership, this creative partnership, to flow first. And then everything else, allow that to come together in time. Temperance, okay? First things first, all right? Allow the relationship between the two of you to grow and flourish as it naturally happens, but don't be afraid to move forward with it. Knight of Wands, okay? I feel like there's a strong sense of inspiration between the two of you. Five of Pentacles. This is fear of not being enough or not having enough, okay? Don't let that stop you. Your Perfect, just as you are. Allow yourself to be who you are, and allow yourself to be who you are in the moment, and allow things to flow for you naturally, all right? Okay, there you go. I hope that was helpful for you. All right, Wolf. Okay, Wolf is at a meeting, so we're gonna hold off on Wolf's reading until the end. And then if Wolf is not back by the end of the session, then I'll do her reading last and just give her the timestamp. Excellent, Dagger. I love that. Okay, so next we have Pat. Yes, Pat. All right, Pat, let's see. What is your question? All right, so you're in separation from a partner right now, and you are looking for information in terms of whether there's still a chance to reconnect and heal. Okay, we're gonna look at that for you, Pat. We're gonna give this 5 shuffles here. 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. Wait, was that 3 or was it 4? I lost count, you guys. Yet again. Do you remember? That was 4. Okay, excellent. And this is 5. All right, Pat, let's see. Is there a chance for reconciliation and healing? All right, overall energy for you, Pat. Ooh, we have the Devil. Attachment and codependency. The first thing that I get from this situation, I understand you guys are in separation, and I definitely get the fact that you're in separation because of a sense of toxicity or just some negative energies, right? Okay. Maybe you're dealing with a twin flame type energy. But the first thing that I got from the Devil was that reconciliation and healing doesn't necessarily need to happen in a verbal conversation. Sorry. In a verbal conversation or in some sort of meeting. Like, you don't need to get some sort of closure in that sense. I feel like that's part of the situation. I feel like what you should be focusing on right now is working on releasing resentment. I did just hear that, but working on finding a sense of reconciliation within yourself, finding a sense of closure and release within yourself without necessarily having to have the other person involved. Okay, and there you go. Underneath the Devil here is the King of Cups. And again, the King of Cups is a type of energy that, like I say all the time, like I've said earlier, is having emotional stability and emotional foundation, being able to weather with whatever emotional storm comes up, regardless as to what's actually happening, being able to weather that. But also, like I say all the time, the King of Cups represents an energy of doing what you know is right, or what you know you need to do without it being too easy. And part of that situation, or part of that element of it not being very easy for you, is finding a sense of reconciliation on your own without this person's involvement. Okay? But let's keep going. Ooh, okay, no, Pat, what needs to happen right now is you need to hold your boundaries here. Good, excellent. So stay in that place, Pat. What I have at the root of the situation for you is the 7 of Wands, okay? These boundaries need to be held in place. And no, it's not necessarily going to be easy. And on some cases, on an emotional level, you might feel like you need to reach out. But I feel like you reaching out, or you trying to facilitate some opportunity to find balance and reconciliation between the two of you would cause you to bring down some of the boundaries that you put up that got you guys in separation to begin with. Okay? Reconciliation and healing never requires you to go back on any sort of boundaries that you may have put up against a sense of toxicity. Never. If the situation requires you to pull down your boundaries and effectively take steps backwards just in order to reach some sense of reconciliation, it's not worth it. And that's not reconciliation, because you're just going back to the same toxic energy that you have pulled yourself out of effectively already, okay? In your storyline here, okay, well, okay, but you're still in separation for a reason, right? There's still a reason why there's this toxic or devil energy. You're in separation for a reason, right? I mean, not necessarily, I'm not saying that you fought all the time or whatever, but, right? I mean, you're in separation for a reason. Okay. Okay. So then think about it then. If he's in a bad state, there's nothing really that you can do to get him out of that. He's got to do it himself. So you've got to keep up your emotional boundaries, and you've just got to tough it out. I understand you want to reconcile and everything, but it doesn't feel like, hi Christina, it doesn't feel like you're... What I just heard was that it doesn't feel like your involvement is necessary. He's got to do this on his own. But then moving forward here with the rest of your reading. Exactly. Perfect, Pat. Okay, so then you definitely are in this King of Cups energy. Perfect. In your storyline here, you have the Ace of Cups, to victory in the Six of Wands, and then celebration with the Three of Cups. Okay? You holding your boundaries and holding a sense of unconditional love is the victory that you need here. Okay? You're already doing the right thing. So the message here for you, Pat, in terms of your question is, don't worry so much about reconciling with the individual. Focus more on maintaining your boundaries against this energy. Okay? Hi, Tamika. All right? That's the message for you here, Pat. I hope that was helpful for you. But that's what I got. That's what I got. Yeah? I hope that was helpful. Okay, let me see here. You're so welcome, Pat. Let me see. I think, yeah, Wolf was next. So we're gonna hold off and do Wolf's reading at the end of the situation. But if anyone else would like we've got another. Do I have to? No, I don't. Good. Okay. All right, so who's next? Oh, Christina. Okay, great. You came at the right time because you are next. I can get straight to you. Just friendly love advice update. You got it, boo. All right, Christina, I'm going to give this 5 shuffles for you. Let's see. A love update for you, yeah? Here we go. 1. A love update for you, Christina. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. A love update. And this is 5. All right. Let's cut the deck. Boop. All right. Overall energy for you, Christina. You do have the 7 of Pentacles. All right. So what I'm feeling here for you, Christina, is you're in a very pivotal time right now where Are you dating someone? I'm hearing yes, she's dating someone, but it doesn't matter. No, don't worry, Christina. I understand there's lag, but I'm doing your reading right now, so whatever. But whether you're dating someone or not right now, I keep hearing she is. I'm okay. But you're in a very pivotal moment in your life when it comes to love, where you're integrating a lot of the lessons that you've been learning when it comes to love and relationships, romantic relationships, and all that. And it feels like there are a number of things that are kind of resurfacing in your life right now. Circumstances from the past, old things that you've been through, old lessons that you may have learned. It's coming up for a review process in terms of who you are now in this moment versus who you were in the past. You're not dating yet. Then why did I keep hearing you were? I don't get it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, maybe soon. So maybe soon. Okay, that makes perfect sense. And that also would make sense in terms of, because like spirit doesn't really, I do feel like whatever process you're going through right now of trying to understand, yeah, there is, so yes, this, I do feel like it could be preparing you for your next major relationship. Okay, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Underneath the Seven of Pentacles is death, representing that transformation for you. Okay, so this is definitely a review process, a final review before you fully transform into the next version of yourself, and fully get into that alignment with the real, what you really want to be resonating when it comes to love and relationships. Resonating with. Okay, let's see what else you have here. Yep. Yes. Okay. Okay, excellent. Excellent, Christina. No, well, you do hear the fan, but also it did just start raining. I'm surprised you can hear it. It's not raining very hard. Christina, this is beautiful energy for you. Okay, you are definitely on the precipice of a new start. At the root of your situation here, you do have the Queen of Swords, which makes perfect sense because this is lining up with your review process that's happening right now. Seven of Pentacles is crowning you. Queen of Swords is at the root of your situation. You are Tamika. That sounds exciting. And coupled with the Queen of Swords here, you do have the Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like an offer is coming towards you very, very soon. I did hear in the near future. But don't really focus on that right now, because what it is you're going through at this moment is setting you up for something to come in, a new relationship to come in for you, and something that feels like it's going to be much more balanced, healthy, and integrated, because this Queen of Swords is representing the energy of cutting out everything that stands in the way. Okay? In your storyline, Christina, you have the Page of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and then the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so it feels like, so this is definitely an energy of a new start for you, a new reality, stepping into a new vibration here. Okay, so what I feel like what you're in the process of going through right now is the building process. Okay, working on the self-mastery to get you in alignment with a new offer. And now I also do want to say, look at that. You have Death at the bottom of the deck. Underneath Death, you do have the King of Cups. Two Scorpio energies. I don't want to say anything else. Spirit is asking me not to say anything else. Spirit is asking me not to dive too much deeper, because you just need to focus on this cleanup, or this last review process, okay? That's the focus you need to stay on right now, because this is going to provide you with the step, the level up, the framework towards of what's to come next, okay? I hope that makes sense. And I hope you guys can still hear me over the rain. But does that make sense, Christina? It is loud. Hi, Angela. No, so this, you didn't miss Libra or anything. I'm not doing readings for the signs today. Okay, wait, Christina, hold on a second. I'm not doing readings for the signs today. You did unfortunately miss the collective reading. But you can go back. If you want to go back to 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the video, you'll be able to see it there. But then also, this is going to be posted later with timestamps. But I will be doing all signs reading this coming Saturday, okay? Uh-oh, lightning. All right, so Christina, Scorpio energy. How does Scorpio resonate with you? Okay, Charlotte, I got you. You're so welcome, Christina. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. They're telling me not to say anything else, so don't answer that question. Well, I keep seeing little flashes, and I was hearing thunder off in the distance earlier, like a few hours ago. So there could be some thunder and lightning. But yeah, it's hurricane season right now. Like we already have 2 storms that are formulating. That one of them should be hitting us within like the next 3 days or something, if it hits us at all. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, Tamika, if you're trying to come to Puerto Rico now, I might wait. Because we're in rainy season, and we're in hurricane season. And so it rains every day, just about every day here right now, which is beautiful. I love it. All right, so next we have Charlotte, yes? I hear that, Samika. I mean, it's hot here too, but when it rains, it's so much nicer. Hi, Jinxie. What's up, baby girl? Oh, yeah? Where's your brother at? Is he out in the rain? It is extremely peaceful. I love it. All right, Char. Let's see what we have for you. Oh, you know what? I have Wolf's email. I can just do the reading for her at another time. Okay. Okie dokie. Charlotte. Oh, look, Jinx is making a cameo. Hi, Jinxie. All right, Charlotte. So you're looking for at best advice on current energies, moving forward, dating, health, self, single, and learning how to make good love choices. So do you want a love reading or do you just want a general message, Charlotte? Jinxie. Hi, Jinx. What's up, baby girl? Jinxie, you in the way. General message. Okay. Jinxie, you're sitting in the way, cat. You know what's so funny? I think Jinx is jealous because I used a picture of her brother for the thumbnail for happy hour session today, and so now she's like, okay. So now she's like, well, if you're gonna use my brother for the picture, I'm gonna have my screen time too. Y'all ain't gonna forget about me. Christina, I can't say anything else. I'm sorry. They're telling me. No, Christina, they're telling me not to say anything else. Just leave it where we leave it. We recognize the Scorpio energy coming forward. Okay, great. Let's just leave it as it is. What you need to do, Christina, is focus on the shift that you're making and clearing out the cobwebs, okay? That's it. All right, Charlotte, I need you to tell me, do you want a general message or do you want me to focus this on love for you? That's the only clarification I need. But you need to choose, and I can't choose for you. They are like twins. They are my sun and my moon. Orion is the expressive sun, and Jinxie is the reclusive moon. Pisces, thank you so much for that super chat, but I am not doing, I'm doing single question readings. If you'd like to get a single question reading, check the description wow. The info in the description box below. Oh, yeah. Oh, Osiris and Jinx are like, yes, okay, I get it, Charlotte. All right, we're looking at love for you. Okay, Charlotte. No, Pisces, no worries. It's all good. It's all love here. So we're gonna give you best advice. Well, thank you, Pisces. I really appreciate that. We're gonna give you the best advice that we can get for you, Charlotte, in terms of love. Yes? Moving forward with love. 5 shuffles here. 1. This is 2. Best love advice for you moving forward, Charlotte. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. You're welcome, Christina. It was so great to see you. Okay. Boop. All right, Charlotte. Overall energy. 5 of Pentacles. The sense of lack mentality. You are so much more than I think you allow yourself to believe. And I think that's what you've really been working on heavily. Yes, because underneath that you do have depth. So you are definitely in the process of coming out of this lack mentality. And the process is well underway. Gaining a sense of self-confidence to believe that you can get whatever it is that you want, including a loving, harmonious, and balanced romantic relationship. Okay? Now, this is definitely feeling kind of like a general reading for you too, because love, in order to receive love in the external, we have to express love for ourselves internally first, right? And then it reflects out, and then we receive that back. So you're definitely in the process right now of breaking the chains of feeling inadequate. Breaking the chains of inadequacy, okay? The process is well underway. That's what I'm hearing for you, Charlotte. Moving forward here. Yes. So what I feel for you, Charlotte, is that you are definitely in the process of owning yourself. At the root of your situation, you have the King of Pentacles. Okay? Now, moving forward, I am hearing the struggle is real. You have some pretty challenging cards here. You have the 4 of Pentacles, you have the 8 of Cups, and you have the 10 of Wands all in your, yes, all in your storyline. But what I like about this, Charlotte, is that you have the 8 of Cups in between these 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands energies. So the 4 of Pentacles is representing letting go and not settling any longer. I'm getting that very specifically for you, Charlotte, with the 4 of Pentacles. Not settling. Walking away from that type of energy and then doing what it takes to release the burdens that had you here to begin with. And this definitely has to do with love for you, Charlotte, because what Spirit is saying through this is that this all starts with a level of unconditional love for the self. And that's what you're cultivating here. That's what it is you're cultivating here. And that's definitely you being on the path of making good and healthy choices when it comes to love. And that definitely comes from a level of no longer requiring yourself to settle because of this lack mentality. Okay? Is this making sense, Charlotte? Ree Bella, you were led here through truth be told intentions. You love this so much that you subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing. I also want to mention the energy cards you pulled earlier are the same exact I did. Are they really? That is awesome, Ree. Thank you so much for being here. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Charlotte, does this make sense? I hope so. I know you were looking for love specifically, and that kind of feels like it was a general energy reading, but that is all connected to love anyway, okay? Exactly, Charlotte. And that's not what, no way. We're not doing that any longer, okay? So you're led here by truth be told. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, you know what? Don't let that stop you any longer, okay? That's not even like, we ain't doing that no mo. There you go. But now you're getting into it. Now you're definitely getting into it, and that's a really beautiful thing. I love that for you, Charlotte. I really, really love that for you. Excellent. Excellent, Charlotte. I love that. I love that. Oh, that's right. Oh, I saw that. Okay, cool. You're so welcome, Charlotte. You are so, so very welcome. What deck? I'm using the Los Scarabeo deck. This one. Wait, no, not that one. Where is it? This one. This is one of my favorite decks. And then for the collective energy that I pulled earlier, we used the energy oracle cards. Yeah? Okay. So if anyone else would like to get on the list, you're more than welcome to do so. However, let's talk about that. So do I recommend anything for beginner tarot readers? The one thing that I recommend is that you work on building your connection with the cards by studying their meanings. Now, in terms of a first deck for you to acquire for yourself, I would say start with the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, because that's really what the baseline of most tarot decks these days, that's what they're started off of. I mean, I know there are many different decks that have different depictions, you know what I mean? But typically, it stems from the original, the common Rider-Waite deck, okay? Start there. Get yourself one of those decks and really study and work on committing to memory the meanings of the cards. And open yourself to as many different definitions as you can. And really work on committing that to memory. Not because you want to be a reader or you should read from the textbook definition, but working on cultivating that awareness of the original definitions will help you to get that under your belt. And then your intuition can speak to you through the cards in that way. That's how I learned. That's how I started. I really wanted to be an intuitive reader. And so, exactly. And so my first step was just studying the cards and learning them, learning about them, and opening myself to all the different types of the definitions, so that then my intuition could take that and start to tell me the story. And then allow yourself to stay open to the fact that just because the card says it one way in a textbook definition, if your intuition says it differently, go with that. Okay? Allow the cards to tell you the story. That's my advice for beginner readers. I hope that makes sense. You're so welcome. You are so very welcome. Jinx, what the hell are you doing? Oh, you're chasing a lizard. Yes, you're chasing a lizard. And tearing down my house in the process. Hold on a second, you guys. Let me go pick up the nail polish off the floor that Jinx threw onto my marble floor. Thank God she didn't break it. A little troublemaker. Anyway. Wait, I missed that one. What did that one say? Oh, you're rewinding to the collective message. Okay, great. Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Start there, around there. Or you could just wait until later. The timestamps will be up. It'll be much easier. Yes. And the more you practice with them, the more you allow your intuition to speak with you, and the more you listen to it and follow through with the intuitive hits that you're getting, the stronger your connection with your intuition will be over time. Listen, Jinx ain't trying to do no nails. She was just interested in her lizard. Okay? That's all she cares about. Her lizards. All right. So we have about 30 minutes left in this session. Do you... Oh, wait. Nope. We've got another. We've got another. Okay. So, Lexi, I don't have your question, but I do have your payment. So go ahead and let me know what your question is. No, you're definitely not too late, my love. You are definitely not too late. It's $25. All the information is in the description box below, along with the link to my PayPal account, yeah? Oh, thank you, Deep Soul. Thanks so much. I just need your question, Lexi. Yeah, just let me know whatever you want to know, and we can look into that for you. Okay. General. Well, do you want to look? Let's do a general reading for you. Yeah, and we can rope that blind spot energy into it. All right, 5 shuffles for you, Lexi. 1. What does Spirit want you to know right now? How can we clear up a blind spot for you? This 2. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. Yes? Yes. Yes. We're going to cut the deck, y'all. Alright, Lexi. Let's see what we got for you here. Alright. Overall energy. Okay, we have the 7 of Wands. First thing I'm hearing is keep your boundaries up. I feel like there's a good amount of deception around you right now. Things are not as they seem. That's what I'm hearing. And at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so Lexi, there's either an offer you're wanting to make. It feels like it has some sort of like business or transactional energy around it. There's an offer that you want to make to someone or to a certain situation. But what I'm hearing is you're feeling that you shouldn't. But you need to keep your boundaries up here in terms of what it is you feel is right for you, or whatever it feels you're in alignment with. Either this is an offer you're trying to make or that you want to make, or this is a direction that you want to go in. This is something that you want to start. Is that making sense? Because it could also be, now I'm kind of feeling it could be something that someone's trying to offer to you. There's something about an offer here. I just heard terms of engagement in which you need to keep your boundaries up. You need to stand your ground somehow. Oh, see, I knew it. I knew it. When I saw that 7 of Wands, I was like, there's some sort of deception. Okay. Good. All right, so Lexi, check it out. Well, all right, let me talk through the rest of what I'm feeling here, what's coming up, and then you tell me exactly what specifically we're talking about. You do have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is talking about, I honestly, I feel like this is business for the most part, because that's what the Ace of Pentacles was representing for you. At first, that's what I was feeling. And I feel like you have a certain desire to go in a certain direction, and there may be some sort of deceptive energies around you that might be influencing you to not go forward with it. Okay, but the path is clear and open for you. What I'm also getting with the Eight of Wands for you, Lexi, is that you have a clear vision, at least the direction that you want to be moving in. Don't let anything deceive you. Don't let anything stop you. Because whatever this is for you, the Ace, yes, the Ace of Pentacles, and then underneath the Ace of Pentacles is the Nine of Swords, okay? Don't let your fears or any sort of apprehension or any sort of deceptive energies or deceptive tendencies, do not let that stop you. Do not let that moving forward, do not let that keep you from moving forward towards what it is you want to move forward towards. And here I definitely feel like, because I'm hearing it again, now I'm hearing it, sorry, Jinx. She's hunting for more lizards. Whatever financial independence you're working on seeking for yourself, go for it. Go for it, because there is justice involved here. In your storyline, you have justice. With justice, you have the Seven of Swords, which is what I was feeling when I saw the Seven of Wands here. You have the Seven of Swords, but with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, you got an extra card here. And then closing out your storyline, you have the Nine of Cups. You're moving towards, or at least the direction you're being pulled in right now, Lexi, is one that's going to bring you closer towards self-fulfillment and happiness, okay? But you have to set the deception. I keep hearing deceptive tendencies. You have to let any ways that you are allowing yourself to be deceived, or maybe even ways that you're deceiving yourself about how you can't accomplish this, or about how this direction that you want to move in may not be the right one for you. You have to let that subside, and you have to work on seeing clearly what that truly is. Because that's not a real obstacle here. And what's telling me that is the Nine of Swords. Okay? Your fears or the illusions surrounding it, there's something here that is not what it seems. And I feel like you've come to this decision to move in a direction that will bring you greater financial sovereignty, financial independence. Your choice to move in that direction is justified. You have justice here. All right? So really move forward with that, because you're moving in the right direction and the pathway is clear. But in order to keep the pathway clear, Lexi, you have got to keep your boundaries up. Keep those boundaries up, Lexi. Especially whether this is you trying to cultivate emotional independence or financial independence or both. The pathway is clear and open for you. Keep your boundaries up. Do not let anyone, especially if, like you say, you were in a relationship, do not let this person or anyone else keep you, bind you from that need or that desire to move forward towards emotional and financial independence, whether it's both or either or. Because I do feel like you have a point of view right now, Lexi, that allows you to take the wisdom from any sort of deceptive energies or deceptive situations that have been involved with you here. You have the opportunity to take that and clearly understand it for what it truly is and move forward with those nuggets of wisdom. Ace of Pentacles, okay? You have what it is you need. You have the understanding or the ability to gain the understanding that you need here to continue moving towards greater emotional fulfillment, okay? Trust yourself, believe in yourself, and trust your intuition, because you're moving forward towards justice. Justice is a big focus here. It's the only major arcana that's come out for your reading. Justice is real for you in this situation, okay? Hold your boundaries and keep moving forward towards what it is you are feeling is right for you to move forward towards. Yes? Okay. That's what I have for you, Lexi. I hope that was helpful for you. You're welcome. You're so welcome. All right, guys. So, unless there's anyone else that would like to get in on this session, I do know, well, no, I'm going to do Wolf's reading another time. Because I do have another private reading that I need to do. So I can do that. I can schedule that in for her. Yes? So unless anyone else would like to get on the list real quick, this is last call for alcohol, kids. We have 20 minutes left in this session. If I have the chance to end it a little early, I think I want to do that because I want to go have some wings with friends. Oh, excellent, Alexis. Well, if you'd like to get on the list, do that now. Just check the information in the description box below, yeah? Well, we have 20 minutes left. Oh, 19 minutes left. And then I'm going out and getting some wings with friends because it's Wing Wednesday and I haven't done that in a while. So we gon' do that tonight, y'all. That's right. See, but that's also that level of balance, right? The 222, the collective need for balance here. I need to balance work with play. And part of that play is going out and hanging out with my friends, having dinner with my friends, getting off the mountain, and coming down and being a little bit social every once in a while. Because Lord knows, I spent 2 weeks up here on the mountain. It was great. I loved it. But the only time I left my house was to go to the grocery store and run errands. And then I was right back home. And Lord knows, I will do that indefinitely, continuous. And I'll just keep myself away from everybody. And that's not always necessary. Sometimes, yeah, I need to recharge. But also, sometimes I need to be with my friends and get my mind off of things. So we gonna do that, y'all. Ew. All right. Yes. Well, actually, not some rum tonight. I plan on getting margaritas because where I'm going, it's Wing Wednesday, so it's 50-cent wings, and then they do $5 margaritas, and the margaritas are bomb, y'all. So a little tequila tonight. Not any rum tonight, but tequila tonight. Yeah. Yes. Yes, indeed do. So welcome to those of you that are just tuning in. You are coming in at the very tail end of our live session here. But stay tuned. This is going to be posted later, and there is a collective message that is really poignant. And when this is posted later on this evening, maybe like around 9 o'clock at night, to be honest. But when this is posted later on this evening, I will have timestamps for you guys to check out. Yeah? Okay, well, you know what? I think I am going to close the session now. Unless anybody is trying to get a reading, let me know before, because we're closing the gates, kids. It is time for dinner. For dinner, honey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's not bad. And yes, I will be doing Wolf's reading at another time. What's this? What, Jinx? What's up, Jinxie? Baby girl. Hi, Jinx. You coming back up on the table? You got lint on your whiskers. Come on. Yes, see you tomorrow. I am planning, right now I do feel like I want to do morning coffee, but then also while I was in my restful period, I was also kind of feeling the vibe of letting morning coffee rest for now. Ooh. And maybe getting back into it on Monday. Jinxie wants a reading, right? We have the Queen of Swords that just came out here. And I'm hearing, I think I need to rest a little bit longer. I have other things I can be working on. King of Cups to the 9 of Pentacles to the 6 of Swords. Yeah, all right. And Judgment. Okay, so maybe we may not have morning coffee for the rest of the week. Thursday and Friday. But if that's the case, I'm going to take it day by day. Because I might want to do a weekend reading for the collective. But then also, regardless, we still have the Your Week Ahead session on Saturday. Saturday afternoon. Question for you guys. What works better? 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on your Saturday? I did it the first time at 3 p.m. and there were more people in the chat, even though the analytics were saying that there are more people around at 12. But what works best for you guys? 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Saturday? And if you're watching after the fact, let me know in the comments down below if it matters. If not, I'll just figure something out and do it then. 3 p.m. works better for you. Okay. One vote for 3 p.m. Ooh, yeah, I'm hungry. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to pack it in. So, just to recap, like I said, either we may or may not have morning coffee tomorrow and Friday. I'm feeling like maybe I'll take tomorrow off also and work on some of the other readings that I have scheduled, and maybe plan on doing a weekend reading for the collective. And then but then if all else fails, you will definitely see me on Saturday for your week ahead. Okay? All right, guys. I love you all so very much. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a fantastic evening. Yes? I'm going to go get some wings and hang out with my friends for a hot second. And then this will be posted later on this evening with more timestamps. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic night. And I look forward to connecting with you again for our next session very... Oh! Wolf! There you are! Okay. All right. So, okay. So since you're here, Wolf, you came back at the right time because I was literally just about to end the session. But it's good that you're here. Let me just get back to your question right quick. No, Wolf, I'm doing this for you. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Wolf. Are you still here? Oh, no. Okay, excellent. So I'm gonna. This is gonna close out our session. Yeah, this is gonna be the last one for the evening. So your question is, should you move into a collective house or stay living in your current place solo? The deceit and indecision is everyone waiting for your decision. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm going to give this 5 shuffles for you, Wolf, and I'm just going to get the best advice for you in terms of this situation. Yeah? Excellent. 5 shuffles. 1. Everybody's waiting on your decision. Okay. This is 2. Wolf, I'm already feeling... No, don't worry about it. Are you kidding? You're fine. I'm already feeling a bit of a King of Cups energy for you. So I feel like this decision, part of the indecision is you needing to choose something that may not necessarily be the easiest thing for you to choose. And part of me is kind of leaning towards that decision would be to not move into this communal or collective situation. This is 3, but let's get the cards and see. But I'm already seeing the King of Cups in my head. This is 4. And this is 5. All right, let's cut the deck. All right, overall energy. Before I get into the overall energy, though, I did see the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that's the aggression of everyone else. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on you Um, and it's more than you can handle. And I don't know, but something about this communal or collective situation feels toxic. I'm hearing overriding your dreams. I feel like this has more to do with you appeasing people within this collective energy rather than it does with you making the choice that's best for you at this time. And that's also where I feel like this King of Cups energy is coming through. That's what I was seeing in my head with the King of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Four of Cups, Wolf. So I already feel like you don't necessarily want to do this. Yep. Yep, underneath the Four of Cups is the Five of Swords. This is pretty telling. And it feels like, especially with this depiction of the Five of Swords, you see how this person is in between all these five people standing in the middle? I feel like this is you being pulled in like 5 different directions or a ton of different directions that none of which really resonate with you. I'm hearing you have to choose for your own self here. Yep. Yes. Okay. So I really think it, and I kind of feel like I'm already confirming what it is you're feeling here, but there's a sense of indecision because of the. Sorry, I lost. There was a little bit of a glitch there, but it's the other people involved here, Wolf, okay, that are trying to offer you something. Right. Okay, they're trying to offer you something, and it might be, they might be trying to spin it as this would be for your own good financially, or like while you get yourself back together, while you get yourself back on your feet here. But I don't feel like your best interest is really what is in focus here. I feel like it's what's within the best interest of whomever it is that's really pushing this for you. King of Wands. Okay? At the root of the situation, which is what's telling me that you need to completely walk away from this, Eight of Cups. Crowning you. Uh-oh. Oh no. What's going on? Oh no. What happened? We're still here. Okay. Sorry. I have my laptop here that's monitoring things so that I can watch from a different point of view, and things froze for a second. So I just refreshed that page. Okay, I just refreshed that page and we're still here. Wolf, you're still with me, right? I just want to make sure, because I also noticed that it got frozen while I was talking about what was under the bottom at the bottom of the deck. So I'll recap that a little bit. Hello, I'm here. Are you here? Let me do it this way. Hold on a second. Okay, excellent. So before I go any further, let me just recap what was at the bottom of the deck. So you have the Five of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. I feel like there are people involved in this situation that are trying to make you this offer, that are trying to tell you that this is for your best good, your highest good, whether that's you getting on your feet financially, or just getting back together, just pulling yourself back together, whatever that means for you. But I don't feel like your best interest is actually what is in focus for these people or this situation. King of Wands. I feel like it's for their own personal gain somehow. Or there's some sort of ulterior motive, or maybe an agenda. I'm hearing agenda. Okay? Now, I feel like you need to walk away from this situation altogether. You may already be feeling this. You may already be wanting to do this. You have the Eight of Cups at the root of the situation, and crowning you, you have the Four of Cups. Okay? This is not an opportunity that you're all that thrilled to take or willing to take. Okay? In your storyline, Seven of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Empress. Okay? Whatever is being offered to you right now, there's deception behind it. I feel that very clearly. And also part of this deception is coming through from the narrative of you don't have the sense of personal abundance, or you don't have the connection, or you're just not capable of providing for yourself or doing for yourself, or having things work out on your own without the help of these people or this situation. And I'm not saying don't ask for help or don't accept help, but there is something about this that is deceptive. And I think you know that. And that's why I feel like you're so reluctant to take this opportunity, and why I feel like you might be wanting to walk away from this altogether. This might involve family. But I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But does that make sense for you? Just a little bit of lag. I'm just waiting for Wolf's response here. I think you need to trust yourself and believe in your own abundance. You may be going through a difficult time right now, but that doesn't mean that you should lose all sense of credibility within yourself. I don't care where you've been. I don't care what has happened in the past. I don't care. Okay? What's most important is for you to be able to trust yourself. Well, maybe we should do a private reading so that we could talk about this in more detail. Because I am getting a sense of deception here, but if you're feeling like you might be deceiving yourself, okay. Yeah, if it's really that complicated, we might want to look into this a little bit deeper. What I do want to say for you, Wolf, is to really focus on trusting yourself. And instead of listening so much to what other people are saying that you need, or what other people are saying you should do, I think you should really focus on what you feel you should do. What do you think is in best alignment for you? What do you think would be the best situation for you right now? Remember that I did feel the King of Cups energy, but again, with what you're saying, it could really go either way. This is a tricky situation. This is going to take more than just this small reading here to get down to the bottom of it. So if you're open to doing a deeper reading, let me know. Send me an email. But other than that, That's kind of what I'm feeling for you here right now. I'm sorry if that didn't really give you the answer you were looking for. But yes, this feels very complicated and very convoluted. Very convoluted. Okay, but that's what I have for you at this point. I hope that was helpful, at least to a certain degree, to some extent. I do want to say to just watch out for this King of Wands energy, because I keep hearing there are ulterior motives here. Yeah, you really need to think about what would make you happiest. And in choose to do what would make you happiest and then persevere, don't give up. I think that's what you're being called towards anyway. Yes, the judgment to the Lovers. The Lovers is about a choice of what is best for you, vice over virtue. And it could be the vice in this situation is whatever the King of Wands is trying to get you into. That might be the vice here. You really got to trust yourself and your intuition, Wolf. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you to everybody for being here. But yes, it is time for me to go now and go get some dinner. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that more, Wolf. Whenever you're ready, just send me an email. Let's talk about that more, okay? All right. I love you all so very much, and I thank you guys so much for being here. And I look forward to connecting with you again very, very soon, yeah? Take care. Mwah! Bye.